Selling Sunset alum Christine Quinn is ready to discuss what led to her messy divorce from Christian Richard. "I haven't talked about this with anyone," she told People in an interview published on Tuesday, March 18. "Some people knew stuff was going on, but no one knew the extent of it in terms of how bad everything really was." Quinn, 36, recalled having no choice but to leave Los Angeles and start again in Texas, adding, "I really didn't have a choice. I was granted an emergency protective order so my ex couldn't come to the house. He violated that and would keep coming back." While reflecting on the end of her marriage, Quinn noted there are a lot of details that the public really don't know about the situation. "I was hacked out of my entire life. I was stripped of my entire life overnight. I literally had nothing. And it was dehumanizing," she revealed. "I was completely resourceless." Richard, 46, did not provide a statement in response to Quinn's comments to the outlet. The former couple's marital issues originally made headlines when he was arrested and booked in March 2024 for assault with a deadly weapon. A temporary restraining order was put in place following the incident. Richard was taken into custody for a second time after violating the order when he returned to their home. Quinn and Richard filed for restraining orders against one another following the alleged domestic violence incident. The former reality TV star's request was granted, but Richards was denied 1 month later. Richards subsequently filed for divorce from Quinn after 2 years of marriage, citing irreconcilable differences as the reason for their split. Richard also requested full legal and physical custody of their 3-year-old son, Christian, while allowing Quinn visitation. Court documents obtained by USC in April 2024 stated that Quinn was seeking sole legal and physical custody because Richard's actions and behavior have put our son's health and well-being at risk. She has since moved to Texas with her son, which has benefited them both. "Everyone sees the incident that occurred, but this is something that had been going on for a while," she continued on Tuesday. "This is something that had been under the surface for a long time. It was extremely unhealthy, and I like to think that I'm extremely resilient, and I am." Quinn made the decision to cut ties with Richard after seeing how it affected their son, adding, "There are certain things that I could tolerate, and it got to a point where it was affecting my son, and that wasn't okay. I was like, okay, I can deal with this, I'm an adult. But bringing him into the chaos and everything that kind of ensued, I was like, no, this is not okay." During the rare interview, Quinn brought up an example of Richard's alleged behavior. "There were times where my husband, literally, where I had to go to work, and he would lay himself under my car," she claimed. "I would sit for an hour until I finally missed a meeting and gave up and would go back inside. Or he would shut the gates down so I couldn't leave. It was bad." Quinn continued, "It was really hard for me because I look at my parents. My parents are high school sweethearts. I made a vow, and I really didn't want to break that. It took everything out of me, it really did, to realize that this is the right thing to do. And then it became a matter of safety. It was initially safety for me, and then it was safety for my son. And so I had to walk away." While Richard did not respond to Quinn's recent claims, his lawyer Alexandra Kazarian previously released a statement. "The depths of Ms. Quinn's delusion are once again on display. Her wild and unsubstantiated allegations have not stopped, and her lack of credibility is best understood when read in conjunction with the unprecedented public statement by LAPD that her claims of hotel room bugging and alleged surveillance by Christian were unfounded." Read a 2024 statement after Quinn filed for a restraining order. "The reality is that Ms. Quinn enjoyed complete financial and personal independence during the marriage while spending upwards of $30,000 a month of his money, and is now facing a divorce without a prenup, and having to repay the community assets with the millions she made during the marriage.